Hi guys, Pop Master here, and today I'm going to be taking you through all of the ECCC 2019 Funko reveals. So let's get started. Alright guys, so if you do not know what ECCC stands for, that stands for Emerald City Comic Con, and that is a comic convention up in, I think it's, like somewhere near, like the Pacific Northwest area where Funko's HQ is, and I guess just because their convention is so close to home, Funko usually, goes there with a bunch of new Funko exclusives, and this, even though it's a bit of a smaller convention than, say, San Diego Comic-Con or a New York Comic-Con in terms of Funko, exclusives, there's still kind of plenty that they make. I mean, not all fandoms are represented, but there's enough. So I'm going to be taking you through all the reveals to make sure you guys don't miss anything and what's coming out. And I'm also going to give you kind of a quick soundbite of whether I'm going to pick it up or if I like it or not. So let's start with the Marvel reveals. So I'll put pictures up on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. So the first pop that they revealed is classic Thor, and that will be shared with GameStop. So if you guys want to pick that one up, you can go over to GameStop on, I think it's March 14th, and you'll be able to buy it there and online. So yeah, this is classic Thor. I mean, I'm not too much of a Marvel fan, so I can't really tell you if that's like a highly wanted pop or not. But I kind of like it when they sort of make classic versions of these really popular superheroes that a lot of people like. So it's kind of a cool pop to have, but I mean, I don't know, nothing I'll really be picking up for myself. And next up we have we have something from Captain Marvel, and we have Korath in Starforce suit, and that will be shared with Hot Topic. So that's kind of cool that they're making more Captain Marvel ones, just because I feel like the movie's coming out about a week before the con starts, so I think it's smart to make another pop just for that. So yeah, that's a pretty cool one from Hot Topic. Is that for Hot Topic from Captain Marvel. And then next up we have a pop from Game of Thrones here, and this is Arya Stark, and that will be shared with Box Lunch. So again, I'm not too much of a fan of Game of Thrones. I have not seen the show too much, but I'm pretty sure that's one of like the main characters. Because I know like Ned Stark's a main character. If it's like there's a huge rare pop of him. But yeah, I'm sure Arya Stark's probably a big character, so hopefully people who like the show will get that one, especially since the show is in the last season, as what I've heard. Next up, we have something from Harry Potter, and we have the 3-pack from Barnes & Noble, and 3-pack with Ginny Weasley and then Fred and George Weasley, and that's going to be shared with Barnes & Noble. And I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple months ago, this is actually leaked that there was going to be a Harry Potter 3-pack for ECCC, and what do you know? They were right. So I'm really excited about these characters here. I'm definitely going to be picking these up if I can, get my hands on them, of course. And yeah, this is from the Goblet of Fire movie where they're at the Quidditch World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, where they're rooting for the Ireland team, and they're all kind of dressed up in the green there. And it really fits with the theme of the convention, so I'm kind of happy they made this. Next up, we have something from Overwatch, and we have a Sombra Glitch from Amazon. This is part of their video games reveals. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. And yeah, from Overwatch, this will be shared with Amazon. Oh, that's kind of a cool one. I think they made a couple different versions of her. And the Hot Topic one that they released a while ago looked pretty cool, but I don't know. There's that one. So yeah, Sombra from Overwatch. She's in a green suit. Another one from video games is General Ram, and that will be shared with GameStop. And this is from the video game called Gears of War, and yeah, I think this is a 3-inch character or 6-inch. I think it's a 3-inch. What does it say here? So yeah, General Ram will be coming out. And then we have a couple anime ones. So for first up, we have Dragon Ball Z. We have Porunga, a 6-inch character, and yeah, that's a pretty cool one. The overall design of that figure looks pretty neat. Not something I'll probably be picking up for myself, but I thought it looked pretty cool. And yeah, he's kind of a cool pose there, so I guess that's kind of good. Next up, we also have from anime, we have Fairy from the show Fairy Tail. We have Gajeel with a dragon scale, and that will be shared with GameStop. Again, another cool one. I have not seen actually or heard of this show, Fairy Tail. So yeah, I'm not going to be picking this one up. I don't really like too much of the anime ones or just anime in general, so I'm not going to be picking that up. Next up, we have DC. So for DC, they have I think four exclusives this year. So first up, they have Mr. Maze Plick. I don't even know how to say that. Yeah, so that'll be shared with Entertainment Earth, and yeah, I'm not too familiar with that character. I'm not sure if he's like some villain or like which superhero universe he's with, but yeah, I'm not going to be getting that one. We also have Black Canary that'll be shared with at Walgreens. Again, I'm not too familiar with that character. Can't really speak much for that. So yeah, there's also Black Canary, and then we also have a 5-star figure, another 5-star Batman actually, and this is a black and yellow one, and this will be shared with Hot Topic. So if you guys are a fan of 5-star, you'll like that one for sure. But I kind of wish they've been doing a lot of Batman ones for the various conventions, so I kind of feel like they need to start, either giving them different accessories or just stop making them because it's kind of getting repetitive with the same, overall figure design and stuff. So I don't know. So there's Batman. And the last item we have here is a rock candy figure, and this is from DC Bondshells, and this is Starfire, and she will be shared with the Funko Shop. And this one's actually, if I'm not mistaken, limited to 3,000 pieces, so that might be a hard one to get depending on the demand, but yeah, still a pretty cool figure. Next up, we have a couple ad icons, and these are some pretty cool figures. The first one is from Pop Ad Icons. This is Pillsbury Doughboy with a Shamrock Cookie, and that'll be shared with the Funko Shop. And I'm kind of disappointed with this one for a couple reasons. Just because, first of all, the variant between this one and the original one is just pathetically, lazy and just, almost not even worth buying. The way they have them pop in the exact same pose, the exact same box and everything. All they did is put this little cookie in his hand. That's all they did. And I mean, what even makes that worse is I literally just spent $45 on the original pop for in a pop hunt video I just made. So that kind of makes it even more painful. I just spent a bunch of money on the original version. They basically just make the same one, just with a little cookie in his hand. But I'm still probably going to get this anyway, even though I have a lot of complaints about it. But I don't know. But yeah, so there's Pillsbury Doughboy, and it is kind of fitting though. But I kind of wish instead of his hands going like this, they could have had him just right in front of him holding like a bigger cookie or something like that, or like a cookie sheet or something. But yeah, I kind of just wish they could have made a little bit more of an effort to sort of distinguish that one from the older version. And then they also have this. This is sort of an ad icon, but it's technically in the Pop Candy line, and this one is a Lime Sour Patch Kid. And yeah, this is it's from the Candy Sour Patch Kids, and they made a couple other ones. They made the red, I think the red, orange, blue, and yellow. I don't know. I think they made those 4 colors. But yeah, this one's actually going to be limited to the convention only, and that will be 1,000. It will be limited to 1,000 pieces. So it's not shared with any store. You can only get it if you're going to the con and you get to Funko's booth. So yeah, they have a couple. They should do a few of those for Emerald City Comic Con, a lot more than their other conventions. But yeah, so next fandom up we have Disney, and then the first one they have is a 3-pack from the Lion King, and this is the 3 hyenas. This is Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed, and that'll be shared with Amazon. And at first I was kind of thinking about getting that one, but then I thought really not, because I kind of like the Lion King, but not really. But I remember that a lot of people are going to be excited for this one, and it might even sell out. So yeah, that's the Lion King one. I'm really happy they made that one, especially with the new wave coming out and everything. I thought that was a really smart time to make those figures. We also have a 3-pack of action figures, and this is from Disney Afternoon. Is Huey, Dewey, and Louie from the DuckTales TV show. That'll be shared with Target, and that's sort of like one of the figures they had for the last one, which was from Married with Children. They had those action figures too, but now they have these ones. So yeah, I can't speak much for those either because I don't watch the show too much. And then we also have, this is a really cool one from Disney. We have Incredibles 2 Void. This one we share with Walmart, and I am definitely going to be picking this one up. I love the Incredibles 2 movie, and even though I don't have too many of the Pops from that set, I want to get some more of them in the future, and I probably will, but the whole Void one looks really cool. She has this whole, blue orb around her and these little things in her hand, so they obviously put a lot of effort into that Pop, so I'm really happy they did it. And if you guys don't know who Void is from that movie, she was one of the superheroes that the Incredibles sort of teamed up with to sort of get them out of exile. And her power is that she can, throw it and then she makes like a little, like portal or something, or a void. Yeah, and that's how she gets around and stuff. And then moving on, we have some television reveals. So first up from Pop Animation, there's Rick and Morty shirtless Jaguar from Hot Topic. Yeah, I don't really watch Rick and Morty that much. I think I've only seen 1 or 2 episodes or something. So I don't know if this is a huge character of the show or just some random background character. But I hope people that are interested in the show will be able to pick it up and like it. We also have some Funko cereal, and Funko, can you please stop making these? No one likes them. But anyway, or at least make the taste better. I mean, I don't know if you guys have had Funkos, but they taste absolutely awful. I mean, you do not want to eat those. I mean, I don't know, literally every single, I've tried several of the flavors. They're all just the exact same, and I really wish they could have made more of an effort to make them taste a bit better. But yeah. So there's the Funkos, and of course they're also really expensive, but enough about that. Funko's Power Ranger cereal for Green Ranger. Yeah, so these are green Funkos, and they have the little Green Ranger Pocket Pop keychain from Power Rangers, and that will be shared with FYE. And then, this is kind of a cool one. I might get this. This is from Pop Television, Carmen Sandiego glitter, Carmen, obviously. And yeah, so that will be shared with FYE, and I'm kind of considering getting that one just because I have not got a chance to get the other 2 Carmen Sandiego Pops that came out, the regular one and the GameStop one. I want to get those eventually, but just not right now. So yeah, the glitter one looks pretty cool, but I might just get the regular ones just because I don't want to pay the $15, convention pricing for the pop. What else do we have here? So moving on, we have actually some reveals from Scott Pilgrim. So that's a movie in case you guys didn't know. And first up, we have a couple of Pop Pez that will be shared with the Funko Shop, and this is Scott Pilgrim, Ramona Flowers, and Knives Chow. I'm not sure if these are going to be sold in a 3-pack bundle or each separately, so I don't know. But yeah, so there's those 3 there, and then they also have a Pop coming out with this one as well, and that is the Ramona with Mallet. So that's going to be also shared with the Funko Shop. So yeah, I've heard that they made a lot of the Scott Pilgrim ones in the past, so I hope people like this, like the Pops that are coming out and are able to get them. I won't be picking them up myself, but so there's that. And then next fandom we have is movies. So the first up we have an Office 2-pack from the Office Space movie, and this one's actually leaked a few weeks ago, and this one is Michael Bolton and Samir, and that will be shared with Target. In that one, I think they're about to destroy a printer or something because they have a baseball bat and they're about to destroy the printer, and then the other guy's kind of trying to stop him. So that's a pretty cool 2-pack. Kind of like that one. We also have Pop Movies, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, and this is Steve Zissou. I don't know how to say that. Exclusive to the Funko Shop, and he's holding a little boat there and has a red beanie on. So that's a pretty cool design, again, but I'm not too familiar with that movie, so probably not going to be picking that one up. And then, this is kind of a cool one. It's honestly really fitting of the overall theme of Emerald City. And this is a vinyl 2-pack from The Wizard of Oz, and this is the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion shared with Barnes & Noble. Now, both of those are really great, really good design figures. And it goes along with the other vinyl 2-pack they made a long time ago. That was the Dorothy with Scarecrow. So now you have Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion. So I'm really happy they made those 2, and especially since they're all going to the Emerald City, it's really fitting that they did that as that they put this as the convention. So I honestly might get that one because I kind of do like that movie, and I think the figures for that look really good in that 2-pack. And then, these are probably my favorite reveals for the whole convention, and these are Funko reveals. So, first off, they have 2 Freddy Funkos, and in these ones, Freddy's kind of dressed in a suit, and he's holding a big old fish. And I kind of want to get those just because I've actually been to Seattle and the Funko HQ, and I went to this, I think it was like Pike Market or something like that. I think that's what it's called. And I went to the original Starbucks, and I went to the market, and I went around and I saw all these, like raw seafood and stuff. So I kind of want to get those just to sort of remind me of my visit up there. And they have one that's in like brown pants and stuff, and then they have one with yellow pants, and I can't remember which one is the oh no, so the one with the yellow pants is the one from the Funko shop. The one with the brown pants is limited to 1,000 pieces, convention only. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get those two, and the value doesn't get too high. And if you guys are somehow going to the convention and want to hook me up with one, I would really appreciate it. Hint, hint. I'm just kidding. I mean, it'd be so great if you guys could do that, but I don't expect anything. Don't worry about it. And then the last thing here, we have a Spastic plastic character, and we have Chomp in a teal color. That's limited to 3,000 pieces. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same kind of teal they used in the Psycho Shriner pop that came out a couple weeks ago. So that, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get that one. And again, that will be convention only. Especially, I kind of want that one because it was my favorite from that 3-pack they released a while ago, and it's limited to a number, and it looks really good. But yeah, so that is all of the reveals for ECCC 2019. Yeah, this has been another episode of Pop Master, me showing you all their Funko Pop reveals for ECCC 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.